I have a lot of friends, and a lot of my friends like Pokemon. So what if I asked 9 of my friends to send me teams of Pokemon that I can use to Nuzlocke the 9 different sections of Pokemon Emerald? The beauty of this is my friends can send me whatever they want, and I got some wacky, even difficult Pokemon to use. Each of my friends gave me a list of Pokemon they wanted me to use, including the names, moves, and even the natures of these Pokemon. So subscribe for more Pokemon videos, and let's dive into the first team brought to me by Whoop.
So, you want a team for the beginning of the game? Here, you can use Trico, Zigzagoon, Tailo, Wurmple, and Whismur. I think you might have a hard time defeating Roxanne, but good luck.
Whoop gave me a very kind team. Trico, Tailo, Zigzagoon, Wurmple, and Whismur. Being some of the best Pokemon in their early game, I swept through the early game easily using Tailo. Because of its insane power for being such an early Pokemon, it made these early trainers a breeze. I was seeing the other members leveled up, but I killed Wurmple, so I decided to stick to training Tailo and Trico. After fighting trainers and watching our dad replace us, we go to the gym. Using my level 15 Trico, we one-shot the first 2 Geodudes, but then Nosepass comes out. I absorb but only do a 4th. Its special defense is so high, but his returning Rock Tomb misses. I absorb again, getting into half, when his Rock Tomb does half of my health in return. She eats her berry, and I absorb again, getting my health above half, and taking him down to half again. She hardens. I attack again, but she uses a potion to get back into the green. I use my 5th absorb, once again getting into the medium green after my absorb. She wasted her following turn using block, and I attack again, getting her into the yellow, and healing me well above half. Nosepass fires off one last tackle before she goes down. Roxanne hands me the badge, and I walk out, receiving my next team, brought to me by Magnus Pokemon.
So, you just beat Roxanne? Well, it's time for a new team. I'll be pulling Pokemon from my favorite manga character Yellow, so it'll be a Gen 1 throwback. Brawly's only got 3 Pokemon, so let's play on an even playing field. First up is Dodie the Doduo. We've got moves to represent his speedy nature and how he and Yellow traverse the Kanto region together. Next up is Pika, who is Red's partner in crime. We've got powerful electric moves here, although despite our great power, we're also limited by our low accuracy. Finally, we've got Ratty the Raticate, who is Yellow's main partner Pokemon. He's got powerful biting attacks, as he could even chew through steel, so this will be a fun challenge to take on Brawly. Good luck!
Magnus gives us a blast of the past, giving me a Pokemon manga-based team. You probably don't know, but he and I chat about Pokemon every once in a while, so it's fun to see Yellow's OG team. I develop a plan immediately. I use Ratty's Hyper Fang and Guts combo to take down his Brawly's first 2 Pokemon, and Kamikaze send him out to do as much damage to Makuhita as I can, before sending in Dodie to finish the fight. I don't see Pikachu being very handy, so I don't give him much thought. I talk to Briny and he sends me to Dewford. I grab the fishing rod and head into the cave, having a letter to deliver to my main man Steven. I fumble around the dark cave before finally getting him his letter and leaving it to go fight at the gym. I beat the trainers easily and get my Pokemon up to level 19 to match Brawly, trying to honor Magnus's idea of a fair fight. Brawly leads Machop and I accidentally lead Dodie. I one-shot Drill Peck him and he sends out his Metatype. I had this idea in my head that Metatype would use Fake Out first turn, so I didn't attack, opting to Whirlwind him out instead. In hindsight, Fake Out goes first anyway, so I should have attacked. Anyways, I don't attack and a Focus Punch caves in my skull of my bird. I send out Pika and miss a Thunder, allowing Metatype to take his second kill. I panic, believing this is the end of my run. I send in the rat and take out the Metatype that shouldn't have taken the lives of my Pokemon. Out comes Makuhita, and I accept my defeat. I click Hyper Fang, not doing enough to KO. He fires back with a Vital Throw, but Ratty lives. She stares death in the face and laughs. She plunges her teeth into Makuhita, taking the win that she deserves. I get my gym badge from Brawly and exit the gym, awaiting my next team from Josiah.
So you want a team? Here, use Weenus the Weedle with Airlock, Giger the Geodude with Guts, Digger the Dugtrio with Water Veil, Nick the Ninetales with Harden, Helping Hand, Lick, and Swallow with Wonder Guard. Oops, got a little off track there. Vigor the Vileplume with Synchronize, Him the Wooper with Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Reflect, Splash, and Intimidate. Good luck.
Josiah gave me a very interesting team, but I see an opportunity. I know how bad of a Pokemon Mooper is, so I opt to just use my max friendship physically attacking Weedle instead. We move ahead to Slateport and I take out terrorists trying to kidnap a ship captain. I save him and move on to fight my rival ahead. We destroy Wally's dreams just like you should destroy that subscribe button, and we use Vigor to get through the gym trainers. I go up to Watson, set up my Doug Trio, and destroy him. We easily take the gym badge and step out of the gym. Little did I know, Wesley was about to kick this challenge to a whole nother level.
You want me to make you a Pokemon team to beat? Okay, yeah, sure. Alright, so for Pokemon number 1, let's do Ghastly, level 3, with Hypnosis, Lick, Harden, and Pound. And then for Pokemon number 2, let's do a Dratini, that's level 2, with Wrap, Leer, Charm, and Harden. For Pokemon number 3, let's do a Growlithe, that's level 1, and has the moves Bite, Roar, Charm, and String Shot. And then for Pokemon number 4, let's do a Cacnea, that's level 4, and has the moves Poison Sting, Leer, Charm, and Pound. For Pokemon number 5, let's do a Mudkip, that's level 3, with Growl, Tackle, and Pound. And then for Pokemon number 6, let's do a Baltoy, that's level 4, with the moves Confusion, Harden, Pound, and Earthquake.
Wesley gave me a terrible team, full of frail, unevolved Pokemon. I knew Flannery was going to destroy me. I need Ghastly to roll good hypnosis rolls, so Baltoy can Earthquake it to death. We take out Maxia the Volcano and head down to Lava Ridge. We get through her gym without fighting any trainers, and we start the hardest fight yet. We easily take down her first 2 Pokemon, but I have to sack Cacnea to take out her Camerupt. It sets up Sunny Day, I beat it, then Torkoal comes out. Torkoal holds a white herb, meaning its sub-boosted Overheat is going to kill a Pokemon of mine without doing anything to Torkoal. I have to switch into Growlithe to take the Overheat. He survived at 13 HP, and I know Torkoal is about to Body Slam. I switch into Ghastly, ignoring the Body Slam, and I use Hypnosis. It sleeps, and I send back in Baltoy. I set up a Sandstorm and switch into Growlithe, trying to be safe and not kill Baltoy. I predict the Wake Up, and he kills Growlithe with a second Overheat, finally lowering his stats. If only I had Flash Fire instead of Intimidate, things would have been different. Anyway, I send out Ghastly to Hypnosis again and switch back to Baltoy to Earthquake. I Earthquake twice before she heals, and Earthquake twice more before she wakes up. She sets the sun back up, and I Earthquake once more. She uses her last Hyper Potion, and I use my last Earthquake PP. I use Sandstorm, letting Baltoy take an Overheat to take her to -4 special attack. He actually lives and hits a critical hit Confusion before falling. Rest in peace, Baltoy, you were a real one. I sent out Ghastly, putting him to sleep for the 3rd time before using Lick. She takes chip damage from Lick and Sandstorm before hitting a critical hit to take Torkoal to 1 HP. Torkoal uses an Overheat a 4th time, killing Ghastly and taking her to -6 special attack. I sent out the useless Dratini to outspeed and take down the Torkoal. 4 deaths in 1 gym. This battle was the hardest one yet.
You made a mistake for allowing me to choose your team, because I'm giving you all my favorites, and unfortunately for you, most of them suck. First up, I want you to use a Delcatty. I want you to name it Precious. I'll have the Q-Charm ability with Assist, Feint Attack, Attract, and Charm. All these moves are from level up, and you get the Moonstone and Meteor Falls. You can find Skitty in Route 116. It's a 2% chance. Might take you a bit. The next Pokemon I want you to use is a Nose Pass. Name it Elephant, because, I don't know if you knew this, the African elephant has the greatest smell we know of. I don't know, I might be making that up. The ability doesn't matter, both of them suck. I want to have Rock Slide, Thunder Wave, Shockwave, and Rest or Block. Shockwave TM you get from Watson, the rest are level up moves. And I say Rest or Block because Rest are level 37, and I don't know if you're gonna get that high with it. And oh yeah, if you didn't know, you can find Nose Pass by rock smashing rocks in the basement of Granite Cave. Next up, I want to use a Tentacool/Cruel. They'll have the ability Clear Body with the moves Bubble Beam, Acid, Ice Beam, and Surf. Name it Squidward because, you know, obvious reasons. You can get it with the Old Rod and Dewport or Slateport, doesn't really matter where. And Ice Beam, you get the TM in the Marble Game Corner. Happy gambling! Next up, I want you to use an Electrode. It'll have the static ability, it'll be named Boom Boom, and it'll have the moves Spark, Self-Destruct, Screech, and Charge. All level up moves, and I know you're doing a Nuzlocke, but you never know when you might need to make a sacrificial play. And also, you can get Voltorb and new Mob after you get Surf. For the final team member, I want to give you a Machoke/Machamp. I'll listen to both. I don't know if you have possible evolutions on, so that's why. They'll have the Guts ability with Revenge, Rock Tomb, Focus Energy, Karate Chop. Rock Tomb's a TM you get from Roxanne, and all the rest are level up moves. Here's my team. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Mudkip gave me the most detailed description thus far. He even edited his own section of this video. His team is really fleshed out, and I feel bad for giving him the shortest section of the video. We head into Pelipperg without fighting a single trainer and head into the gym. I fight all of the gym trainers with my various Pokemon and head into the Norman fight. I lead Squidward and he leads Spinda. I surf 3 times while he wastes a Hyper Potion. Spinda goes down and out comes Vigoroth. I send in Precious and use Facade. Doing a third, I use Attract, immobilizing him the next turn. I use Charm, lowering his attack by 2 stages, and he is immobilized again. I give him 4 Fan Attacks before he attacks once, and he shoots off a weak Fan Attack of his own before going down. Out comes Slacking, and in comes Bruno. I use Karate Chop doing a half, but he yawns me. I would have stayed in, but his Citrus Fairy heals him out of kill range. I send Boom Boom, and go Boom Boom. I take him to red health, but he heals once and Elephant comes out. I make the mistake of paralyzing him, and then hit 2 rock slides before getting yawned. I switch out on his loafing turn into Bruno, who gets hit by a status boosted Facade, taking him to very low yellow. I use one more Karate Chop and he goes down. Out last comes Linu, who I know has belly drum. I send an Elephant and 3 rock slides fossilize the Badger. I take my badge and leave the gym, awaiting William's team. William was unable to record his voice for this segment, so I'll do it for him. His split is for Winona, and he gave me 5 Pokemon. He gave me Manectric named Caesar with Thunderfang, Charge, Shockwave, and Bite. He gave me Sharpedo named Okuyasu with Ice Fang, Bite, Swagger, and Slash. He gave me Absol named Polnareff with Ice Beam, Sword Stance, Knockoff, and Night Slash. He gave me Lantern named Foo Fighters with Bubble Beam, Spark, Electro Ball, Discharge, and finally Glalie named Mista with Ice Wind, Protect, Icy Fang, and Headbutt. Thank you for doing this, man. William gave me the best team yet, having a super effective move on every team member. I did have to change some moves because they weren't all in this game, but I kept his team as close to the command as I could. We surf over to the area, fighting bird keepers and ninjas until we get to the Weather Institute. We beat the Aqua Grunts there with ease, and move out to kill our rival. We make it to Winona's gym shortly after and begin the fight. I lead Caesar, being only at half health. I take on her Swablu, and in comes Altaria. And I switch into Okuyasu to Breeder's Skull End with 2 Ice Punches. Third is Tropius, being taken out by Mista. Fourth is Skarmory, taken out by Mista on 2 HP. Fifth and finally is Pelipper, and I send in Absol. I intend to set up Sword Stance as an OHKO this joke, but I hit myself in confusion and I OHKO myself. I send in Caesar to finish the fight. Sorry for killing Absol like that, William. Let's just hope I treat Lucas' team a little better.
The spectacular team of Rayquaza, Megapod, Silicon, Kirlia, Gyarados, and Sedenza.
Lucas gave me definitely the weirdest team yet. Kirlia, Silcoon, Rayquaza, Metapod, Shedinja, and Gyarados. All of these Pokemon are awful, except for Rayquaza and Kirlia. Don't get your hopes up on Gyarados though, because it only knows Flail and Splash. Lucas let me choose whatever stat spreads, EVs, and IVs I wanted, but I doubt it will be enough. Only 3 Pokemon are even worth touching, so I lead Kirlia through the next couple of fights. This is the longest split of the game, which is unfortunate for me. I have to beat 2 bosses and 13 grunts. This took me 2 hours on speed up. I got to Mount Pyre, fighting the grunts and figuring out how to use my new team. We finish the side quest and go to the Magma hideout, clearing that out too. Then we go to the Team Aqua hideout and do that too, and also get a Slate part and do that too. Finally, we're done with the plot and actually progress in the game. I surf to Moss Deep on Pelipper and go to the gym. I beat every trainer I can, getting to equal levels with Tate and Liza. Speaking of, Tate and Liza have 4 insanely strong Pokemon. Xatu and Claydol are their lead, and my current counter is Kirlia and pre-damaged Flailing Gyarados. I can get in maybe 1 hit before Gyarados goes down. Then I hit them with Ice Punches while sacrificing every other Mon on my team until it's just Kirlia and Rayquaza. Then we heal and pray, and that's exactly what I do. I heal every chance I get and take down Tate and Liza, with only John remaining. Rest in peace, John, and John. 4 of you were like the worst Pokemon I have ever used. So thank you, and Lucas, I hate you so much. Goose was unavailable to record his segment of the video, so I'll just have to do it for him. He gave me Bossman the Shedinja, Swallow the Swellow, Limp the Wailord, Why Not the Why Not, Dumb the Swampert, and Shiny Master Ball the Latias. Quite a great team, actually. Thank you, man. For the last gym of the game is Connor's team. He gave me the most detailed team yet, and I'm excited to use them. Equal mix of good and bad. This team will be fun. For most of the battle on the water, I used Latias. Her moves did so much damage and made all of the fights easier. I went into the Seaport Cavern and did everything I needed. We hopped over to Topolis and talked to Wallace. He told me to go to Sky Pillar, so I surfed over there and found Rayquaza. I told him to get his kids, and he disciplined them. It was good to see John being a good parent. After saving the world, we went back to Juan's gym and destroyed him with Master Ball and Swallow. Just like you need to smash the subscribe button to see more Pokemon Nuzlocke. I step out of the gym and all of my Pokemon leave me, except for Swampert. Shino Raikou gave me one Pokemon. Skipper the Swampert, Ice Beam, Earthquake, Surf, and Brick Break, holding a black belt. Man, this is gonna be so hard. But my last friend gave me Swampert, just like Connor, so here we are. I give him Surf, Earthquake, Brick Break, and Ice Beam. This man is gonna carry these next 5 fights. Sydney is shattered by Brick Breaks, whilst Phoebe gets pounded by Surf and Earthquake. Glacia joins Sydney in their fate, whilst Drake gets frozen to his spot. 5th and finally is Wallace. Wailord gets taken out by Earthquake, then Ludicolo gets frozen and Earthquaked too. 3rd is Tentacruel, who gets Earthquaked as well. 4th and 5th are Wishcash and Gyarados, who both take a Brick Break to the dome. 6th and finally is Milotic, who goes down to 1 critical Earthquake. The Nuzlocke is over and Skipper and I reign as champions. Thank you so much for the 9 of you who helped me on this journey, and thank you for sticking through this awful video. Have a good day and subscribe. I've been working on this since January.